welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Sonja J, and you already know though, I'm back with another music video reaction, okay? But this music video reaction is important to me, to the black community, and I want to see it, okay? I've been watching Love and Hip Hop. I've been seeing Spice talk about the black hypocrisy and, you know, everything she's saying about how, you know, we as a community, we basically talk shit and treat dark-skinned people like shit, but then turn around and want to condemn them for the self-hate that they feel within themselves, even though we helped to create it. So we're gonna watch this music video and see what it's about, because honestly, I haven't even seen the video yet. I'm surprised. I actually thought I was gonna watch it as soon as it came out, but for some reason I forgot about it. But I was watching Love and Hip Hop and I was reminded. So let's see what this video is about. I'm gonna give you all my commentary at the end, because you already know I'm gonna have commentary, okay?
I had a dream that one day black women will start supporting each other rather than bashing each other.
Amen. I'll clap to that.
Ladies, never forget that you are beautiful, lovely, attractive, courageous, and kind.
Amen.
Melanin with honey.
I like that.
Without apology.
You gotta come through, Spice. You gotta come through. All right. So, I mean, if you pretty much, okay, if you pretty much have been following my channel and or you follow me on, a new video, on Instagram or Facebook, Twitter, whatever, like you pretty much know how I feel about colorism and that I'm a pro-black woman, pretty much. You know, I'm cool with interracial dating and other races of people, but, you know, I prefer, when it comes to dating, me personally, I prefer my own. Hence why my husband's black and my son is black. So, yeah. But, so I'm pretty much pro-black, and you know, I feel like I've talked about colorism and on my channel and also on my social media platforms periodically, but I do plan on eventually starting incorporating more videos. Actually, I think I'm gonna do a video soon. I don't know if I'm gonna do it tomorrow, but I plan on doing a video soon on this type of topic. But anyways, so yeah, so if you've been watching my show, my channel, you pretty much know how I feel about this type of shit. But for those who are new, we'll talk about it. So, first we'll get into the actual song and how I feel about the actual song. Not the words of the song, but actually just listening to it as if you were like, oh, I like it or don't like it. I feel like the song was cool. Like, when I first heard it, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, because I don't, you know, it's like, Jamaican music, or let me just be quiet, because I don't know exactly what the genre of music is called, so I don't want to call it the wrong name. But it's not American music. It's not music I normally listen to. So, yeah. But at first I didn't know if I was going to like it, because it was different, and I never really listened to Spice's music, so I didn't really know much about it. But at first I was just like, okay, I was more so listening to it for the message. However, when she got in the middle of the song and she started going in more, I was here for it. I was like, yeah, give me my life. Yes. Like, she was going in, and I was here for it. I love when I can feel the passion of the artist in a song. I love that. Like, if I am not even there, or especially if I'm not even watching a video and I'm just listening to the song, but in this case, it was the video. But I love when I hear an artist sing or rap a song and I can actually feel the passion, or I can hear the passion in their voice. I love that. And I heard the passion midway through the song in her voice, and I was like, yes, give me that. But so I thought the song was cool. I don't think I'll necessarily listen to the song itself again, because it's not my style of music. However, the message it gives, because of that alone, I honestly might listen to the song again, especially if I ever have a daughter. Like, that might be like top 10 on the playlist, because like, we need songs like this as black women, especially when you're dark skinned. You know, I am not technically considered dark skinned. I'm considered brown skinned. However, I feel like I relate more with dark skinned women because I was a darker skin. As a child, I was darker skinned. Because, you know, when you play outside and stuff a lot, you get darker. So I was darker when I was a child. And I was also fat when well, not necessarily fat, because there were some fat-ass kids. I wasn't hella fat, but I was chunky, you know? So I was a dark-skinned girl and a chunky girl. So I got teased, honey. I got teased, especially by the black boys that I liked. Honey. They ran my black ass through the mud, okay? So, honestly, in my head, I kind of relate more to dark-skinned women because as a child, I was treated as a dark-skinned woman. A dark-skinned girl. And I've just always empathized more with dark-skinned women. So in my head, I kind of feel like a dark-skinned woman, but I know technically I'm brown-skinned. But this type of shit relates to me. Like, I know what that feels like, and I'm sure a lot of black women, especially black women who are dark-skinned, know what it feels like to be treated like you ain't shit because you're dark-skinned by your own black community. The same community who look just like you. The same community who has kinky hair just like you. The same community who is brown and dark-skinned just like you. Telling you that you are ugly dark-skinned black girl. That you ain't shit. That you ain't as cute as the mixed pretty girls that sit next to you. I don't want you. I want white girls when I grow up. I don't want you. I want mixed girls when I grow up. Oh, yes, honey. I heard that. I heard that all my childhood, especially from the boys that I liked, specifically one in particular, but I ain't gonna name names. But honey, okay, I went through it, okay, but it's all good now. I'm grown. I got the confidence. I got the sexy black husband that I wanted, and I got my beautiful child. So we're all good now. But I know what it feels like to be discriminated by your own community, by the very black boys that you like or that are supposed to be black just like you, that are supposed to be on your team just like you, telling you that you're ugly. In front of other people though. It ain't even just it's to your face, but it ain't just to you only, okay? It's in front of other people though, in front of other races of people, in front of other girls, telling you that you're ugly because you look like him. You dig? Like, I know what that feels like. So I feel her 100% on this one. And yeah, it's true. It's true. Whether you agree or not, it's facts because we go through it. Maybe you personally, as a black girl or as a black man, didn't go through being treated or being discriminated for your skin color, but a lot of us have. I'm one of them. So it's real. Black hypocrisy is real in these streets. It's real as fuck. Okay, it's hella real. I can give you more stories. But we ain't gonna go into that because this ain't about me. This is just about the video itself and black hypocrisy itself in the black community. And it's very real. It's true. It's true as fuck. We do that a lot. We treat other people, other black, more specifically, we gonna keep it all the way G. We more specifically treat dark-skinned black girls like shit. Because in society's eyes, when you're dark-skinned, it's only attractive and sexy when you're a black man. But if you're a dark-skinned black woman, it ain't sexy. You're unattractive, you're masculine, and throw her away. And you can say what you want. That's the facts, because I know I've been treated like that as a child. And I've witnessed with my own eyes other black girls being treated like that, and I've heard stories. So you can try to deny it if you want to, but it's the facts. It's happening. Maybe not in your life, but it's happening in mine. It's happened in mine. It ain't happening now, but it's happened in my life. It's happened in other girls' lives. And I know for me personally, I have a son, and I also probably one day may have a daughter. And I want my black daughter to know that she's beautiful. Whether she's light-skinned, brown-skinned, dark-skinned, it don't matter. She's beautiful. And she is okay with just being a black girl. There's nothing wrong with her being a black girl. You can still be beautiful being a black girl. You can still be sexy being a black girl. You don't have to be mixed with Asian or mixed with black, white or mixed with Mexican to be considered pretty. You can be pretty and be all the way black. Honey, I'm black and I'm still cute. Regardless of what you think, I'm sexy as fuck. And I've had plenty of men, black, non-black, that have tried to get me. So it's not that being black is ugly. It's just more so the conditioning that we as black people have. We're conditioned. A lot of black people, and actually I ain't even gonna say we, because that ain't me, that's y'all. And I'm dead ass. I've never been colorist my whole life. I've never really seen the distinction in colorism, because growing up, I was never really taught nothing about colorism. I was taught about racism, so I knew what that was, but I didn't really know what colorism was. I mean, my whole life, I've grown up getting, girl, okay. But anyways, yes, I didn't know what that was before, but I do now. And I know that now that I know what it is, and now that I really see the truth behind colorism, I see a lot of black people in my community, black women, black men, are very colorist. Black hypocrisy. And I'm talking about black men that are as dark as my shirt. The guy, like, come on, bruh. The guy I used to like when I was a child was dark as my shirt, okay? I'm not over-exaggerating. He was dark as my shirt. And he told me I was ugly and unattractive, and that the mixed girls next to me was cute, and he wanted to get with them. And then he dated my white best friend because she was white. I mean, we were kids, but still, you know? Like, as a kid, you still internalize that. You still know what that means. I didn't necessarily know that was colorism as a child. I just took it as, like, I'm ugly and fat and I'm not attractive. And that shit does bother you. Hell fucking yeah. And this ain't about me, but since I'm brought my story up like 3 times already, I might as well go ahead and finish. I was depressed as a child because I thought I wasn't good enough. And this could be a whole nother video. I'm gonna just keep it short and sweet. But in relation to what Spice is saying, this shit is true. This black hypocrisy shit affects a lot of black people. And if I'm gonna keep it all the way real, more specifically black women. Yeah, black men, a lot of black men, dark-skinned black men do have self-hate, and they do have insecurities within them. However, at least in today's society, dark-skinned black men are heavily promoted in society. You see dark-skinned black men everywhere. In movies, in television, on Instagram, dark-skinned black men are heavily promoted right now. And when they're promoted, you know who they're promoted with? Not black women. They're promoted with non-black women. So with that being said, a lot of dark-skinned black men in their head think that they're better than dark-skinned black women. And they think that even though they're dark-skinned just like us, our dark skin is more trash than theirs. Even though it doesn't make sense because we're both dark-skinned, but that's what they think. And it ain't just dark-skinned men. I ain't gonna just say dark-skinned men because it's dark-skinned women too. It's dark-skinned women that hate their own skin and skin tone, and they shit on other dark-skinned women. And not even just dark-skinned women. It's other black women too. Light-skinned black women who talk shit about dark-skinned women. Oh, I have a couple screenshots in my phone from light-skinned women on Facebook talking shit about black women. I'm gonna use that in another video one day, okay? But yeah, you know, it's the whole black community, you know, the whole black community. And that shit does affects people. When you treat someone else like they're not shit because of their skin color, and they can't even help it. They were born with it. But you treat them like they're different because of their skin color. You treat them like they're worthless. You treat them like they ain't shit. That's gonna do something to somebody's mind. Like when I was teased as a kid, I was teased, I think from like 8, I want to say to like 12. And I was depressed. Like I dead ass was depressed for a solid 2 years, from the 5th to 7th grade. I remember verbatim. I was depressed for 2 solid years. I would cry myself to sleep almost every night. I would go home and I would listen to music. And one of my favorite songs to listen to when I was depressed was Bad Day. I forgot who sings the song, but it's a white man. He sings that song. You had a bad day, you tear everyone down, you sang a sad song just to turn it around. And that song, You're Beautiful by James Blunt. Those are my 2 favorite songs to cry to every day. Because I honestly felt like I wasn't worthy of living because I was fat, black, and unattractive. I really felt like that as a child. Thank God I grew out of it. Thank God that God delivered me from it. I prayed about it. Eventually, it did go away. And honestly, eventually I got cuter too. I'm not gonna lie, that did help, you know, because I wasn't as fat anymore. I started getting titties, I started getting ass, and then it was like, oh, Sonja, actually, you kind of cute. And then I ain't gonna lie, that kind of shifted, because it's like, you know, when people start appreciating you for your looks, you start to feel like, oh, maybe I am cute. Maybe I am cute. And then shit changed, you know? I mean, that wasn't the only thing. I'm not gonna lie. That was not the only thing, you know? God had to deliver me from that, because I was dead ass depressed. Thankfully, I didn't cut myself. Thankfully, I didn't try to kill myself. But I was dead ass depressed. Dead ass. Like, I genuinely thought that I was not worthy of living. I thought I was not worthy of anything. And I used to want to be mixed when I was a kid. If we're going to keep it all the way real, I used to pray to God that I was mixed, because I thought I was too dark and I was ugly. I used to pray every day for at least a couple of months. I would say, God, please, I want to wake up tomorrow mixed. And if you could also shed like 30 pounds, that would be cool too. I'm dead ass serious. Like, you think I'm dead ass serious. I literally used to think this. So it's real. You know, when you tell a young black boy or a young black girl that she's not cute and she's not worthy because she's too dark, or you black bitches look like this, or if I seen a black bitch drowning, I wouldn't save her. And when y'all say disrespectful shit like that about black women, about black people, you think that that makes us feel good? Especially when you're black too? That's almost like a double slap in the face, because it's like, if anything, I should get some some validation from my own people. So if I don't even get validation from my own people, where the fuck I'm gonna get it from? And then that's when depression kicks in and you feel like you ain't shit. And then you start crying yourself to sleep every day. No fucking kid should be crying theirself to sleep every day. No fucking kid should be depressed because they feel like they're not good enough because of their fucking skin color. Like, I shouldn't have been fucking 10 years old crying my eyes to sleep every night because I thought I wasn't good enough. That should not have been the case. But in the world we live in, that is the case. You got mean-ass kids out here and mean-ass people out here who are literally going to rip you to the shreds because of what you look like. And it's wrong and it's fucked up. And that's why I feel like I need to speak on colorism and this type of shit, because it's not right. And I'm not allowing it. Not in my face. You ain't gonna disrespect black women not in my face. You ain't gonna disrespect dark-skinned women in my face and expect me not to say nothing. No, God. Sonja's not doing that. You're not disrespecting me and my kind. Not in my face. Never happening. So with that being said, I'm thankful that Spice made this video, because this type of shit needs to be talked about. This type of awareness needs to be spoken about. Colorism is a topic that a lot of black people don't want to talk about. A lot of black people suddenly turn into motherfucking invisible Casper when we talk about colorism. A lot of black people like to deflect and turn into the motherfucking Matrix when we talk about colorism. No, honey, sit your ass down. We gonna talk about it. Like, no, God, this is 2019. We're not brushing this shit under the rug. Not me. Not I, said the duck. I'm not doing that. I've never been the type to brush shit under the rug, and I'll never be. So if you doing this shit in my face, don't expect me to be quiet. But I'm so glad you do this video, because we need it. We need to talk about this shit. We need to talk about the black hypocrisy in our community. Colorism is real. It's real as fuck. Hella real. Too many of us has experienced it as children, teenagers, adults. Too many of us have experienced it for us to keep pretending like it's not real. For us to keep pretending like colorism isn't a thing. It's a fucking thing. It's happening. And if you're not careful, it's gonna happen to your kids. If you don't fucking get a hold on this shit and actually really sit down and think about what colorism is, how it affects people, how it affects our community. Like, if you have a dark-skinned child, if you're black, maybe you're light-skinned, maybe your husband is light-skinned, but maybe your daughter is dark-skinned. Maybe your son is dark-skinned. Maybe you should have these type of conversations with your children so that they don't grow up being colorist, or so that they don't grow up experiencing colorism and not understanding what's going on. I genuinely didn't understand what was going on. I just thought I wasn't good enough. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know why I was being treated like this, but whatever it was, I was a mistake. That's how I felt as a child. And no child should feel like that. So if you have dark-skinned children, talk to your children about this. Have an open dialogue about colorism, because this is real. Like, you can ignore it all you want. Maybe your generation ignored it, and that's fine. But I will not ignore it. I will not ignore it for my children. And that's what we need to start doing. This generation is a lot more woke than the generations before us. So why don't we all wake the fuck up, and let's keep it real, and let's do better, okay? Colorism is real, okay? Whether you've been through it or not, it's real. It happens. And whether you want to do something about it or not, it doesn't matter, because something is going to be done about it. Whether you care or not, something's going to be done about it. Maybe not today, maybe not 10 years from now, but one day, this shit will be eradicated. Maybe not 100%, but it will be a lot better than it was. You know why? Because there are a lot more people like me who are standing up and saying, fuck that, we're not taking this shit no more. It's not right, it's not cool, and get the fuck out of here with that. And eventually, after so many people stand up and get some motherfucking respect and dignity about themselves and their community and say, I'm not allowing you to tweet disrespectful things about black people anymore. I'm not allowing you to go on your podcast and say black women are ugly anymore. I'm not allowing you to disrespect black people anymore. When we all start rising and actually do better together in our community, shit will change. But because we sit back and don't give a fuck, and we just want to keep talking shit and not do nothing about it, and then actually join in on the white supremacy that you guys say is the only problem when colorism is also a problem too. Like, maybe if you guys stood up and actually did something about the shit, we wouldn't be complaining about the shit. But you guys don't do shit about it. So we're complaining. Until you guys do something about it, until you guys stand up and help in the fight, there's always going to be a fight. You can't get mad at the dark-skinned women like Spice or the brown-skinned women like me who are speaking up and speaking out about this type of shit, but you don't get mad at the people who aren't doing anything about it. Like, you guys kill me how you guys will literally get mad at black women like me who are speaking out against colorism, or who are speaking out and saying our experiences with colorism and how we've been treated because of the skin of our color. You guys there's literally people who get mad and attack me, black men in particular, black hypocrisy, that's what we talking about, right? Black men in particular who will literally comment on my videos that I make about colorism or about how, you know, black women disrespected, and literally disrespect me. And it's like, so y'all want to come at me because I'm calling the shit out and I'm trying to make it aware that it's real so that we can make solutions. But y'all don't want to call out the motherfuckers who are being disrespectful to black women. So you're mad at black women for speaking up for ourselves because we're being disrespected. But you don't give a fuck about the people who are disrespecting us. It's cool, they can disrespect us. We just can't retaliate. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit y'all talking. I'm gonna do what I want to do. And what I want to do is I want to speak on colorism. And I'm gonna do that. So if I see anything that's colorist, or I see anything that I feel like that's not right, I'm gonna speak up on it, whether you like it or not. So if you don't like it, don't say no colorist shit in front of me, period. And I mean that wholeheartedly, because I have a new approach to this shit. Like, I'm not going to sit here and walk around and just be the freedom fighter all day. Like, I'm not an aggressive type of chick. That's not me. However, I do speak when I feel I need to. And I do, I'm very protective of mine. And I'm protective of myself and my image. So with that being said, we got to do better. We got to do better, black people. We have to do a lot better. Like, we got to do so much better. It's like half of y'all don't even give a fuck that we're being disrespected. It's like y'all like the disrespect. And I get it. You know, there's a lot of shit has happened in our community, and there's a lot of reasons why we have the mentality we do. So I understand that. But like, the fact that you guys don't see anything wrong with the shit that we do to each other, the fact that you guys don't see anything wrong with the fact that dark-skinned women and dark-skinned men are treated, dark-skinned women, and I'm sorry, I'm putting an emphasis on dark-skinned women because if I'm gonna keep it real, like I said in the beginning of this commentary, right now, dark-skinned men are heavily promoted. And honestly, dark-skinned men are the main ones talking shit about dark-skinned women. If I'm gonna keep it all the way real. The main men that are talking shit are the black male celebrities that always post and say something about how black women aren't this, black women aren't that, or white women, Mexican women, mixed women are better than us. So if I'm keeping it real, yeah, it's really dark-skinned men that are really fucking shitting on black women, at least right now. Right now. But black women be fucking it up too. There's some disrespectful black women to each other. Light skin and dark skin, you know? So we gotta do better. We gotta do better. You know, and I don't, and when I say what I said a second ago, I mean that shit. You know, I don't care if you're black too, you know? That's what this is called, black hypocrisy, you know? It be, black people be the main ones disrespecting black people. So I don't care, and that's why, and y'all kill me also when, like, I made my Joe Budden video, and y'all was trying to say, like, how could you talk about a black man? Are you trying to, and I'm just like, how could he talk about us? Like, y'all kill me. Black men can say whatever the fuck they want about black women. But let a black woman retaliate, and it's like, we're getting shot down. But you didn't say nothing to the black guy who was talking shit about us. So you just want us to lay down and take it? Well, you know what, bitch? I ain't doing that. So if you thought I was one of those bitches, I'm not. I'll never lay down and take shit. So there's that. But yeah, if I see a black person, black man, black male, or any black period that are being disrespectful to our community or being harmful to our community, if I feel I need to say something, I will. I don't care if you're black. Because as you can see, black hypocrisy, it's real. We're the main ones hurting each other, disrespecting each other. Okay? So we need to start checking each other as black people. You know, we need to stop with this whole fucking selfish thinking that we have that, oh, that ain't my kid, so I ain't doing nothing. Or that ain't me, I'm sitting over here. No, like, no, that's the fucking problem. Like, y'all always want to be so fucking selfish and just keep to yourself and only care about what's going on with you and your household. That's the problem. That's why we're so divided, because nobody cares about each other. That's the problem. I can go on a rant for days about this whole video, okay? But the bottom line is black hypocrisy is real, colorism is real, and the hypocrisy of the black community is that we are very colorist to one another. And the reason why it's a hypocrisy is because we won't admit it. And also because we motherfucking look like one another, but we talk shit. It's like you're literally in the mirror talking shit about yourself. That's literally what it's like. It's hypocrisy because it's like you're doing it to yourself. And then you want to deny it. That's what kills me. You're talking shit about your own kind, people that look like you, but then when we call you out on it, you want to deny it. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. That's not me. All right, black hypocrisy. All right. So, yeah, colorism is real. I don't fuck with colorists. And don't say nothing colorist in front of me because I might bring the smoke. But anyways, that's about it, though. But, oh, I think I got one more reaction video I'm about to do tonight, so we got one more video to go. I didn't mean to make this video so long. I'm kind of mad I made it hella long, but I had to say what I had to say. I got it out, and it is what it is. So I'll see you in a second. Subscribe to my channel if you fuck with me or if you want to fuck with me or whatever. And listen, if you got a different opinion from me, that's cool. Like, I don't mind. Like, excuse me. I do not mind people having a different opinion than me. I'm cool with that. I feel like I'm a pretty level-headed person. I can take constructive criticism and I can take the truth. Doesn't mean that I'll always be happy about it, but I can take it. But what I will not take is disrespect. And sometimes you motherfuckers will be disrespectful as fuck. And I'm not dealing with that. So if you're disrespectful, you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to agree with my opinions on colorism and the black hypocrisy video. That's fine. But don't be disrespectful, because if you are, you'll be blocked and reported. So just don't do that. All right. So, oh yeah, I'll see you soon. Subscribe to my channel. I got another video. Bye.